Les Miserables.
Volume 5. Jean Valjean. By Victor Hugo. Narrated by Peter Silverleaf. Book First. The War Between Four Walls. Chapter 1. The Charybdis of the Faubourg Saint-Antoine and the Scylla of the Faubourg du Temple. The two most memorable barricades which the observer of social maladies can name do not belong to the period in which the action of this work is laid. These two barricades, both of them symbols, under two different aspects of a redoubtable situation, sprang from the earth at the time of the fatal insurrection of June 1848, the greatest war of the streets that history has ever beheld. It sometimes happens that, even contrary to principles, even contrary to liberty, equality, and fraternity, even contrary to the universal vote, even contrary to the government, by all for all, from depths of its anguish, of its disgorgements and its destructions, of its fevers, of its distresses, of its miasmas, of its ignorances, of its darkness, that great and despairing body, the rabble, protests against, and that the populace wages battle against, the people. Beggars attack the common right. The ochlocracy rises against the demos. These are melancholy days, for there is always a certain amount of night even in this madness. There is suicide in this duel, and those words which are intended to be insults, beggars, canaille, ochlocracy, populace, exhibit, alas, rather the fault of those who reign than the fault of those who suffer, rather the fault of the privileged than the fault of the disinherited. For our own part, we never pronounce those words without pain and without respect, for when philosophy fathoms the facts to which they correspond, it often finds many a grandeur beside these miseries. Athens was an allocracy. The beggars were the making of Holland. The populace saved Rome more than once, and the rabble followed Jesus Christ. There is no thinker who has not at times contemplated the magnificences of the lower classes. It was of this rabble that St. Jerome was thinking, no doubt, and of all these poor people and all these vagabonds and all these miserable people whence sprang the apostles and the martyrs, when he uttered this mysterious saying, Fex urbis lex orbis, the dregs of the city, the law of the earth. The exasperations of this crowd, which suffers and bleeds its violences contrary to all sense, directed against the principles which are its life.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?